I refused to eat from my colleague's vegan birthday cake. So my coworker Sophie was one of those super intense vegans who made it her entire personality. Every lunch break was a lecture about how we were all murderers for eating a turkey sandwich. She'd bring these weird quinoa salad things that smelled like feet, and then act all superior when people avoided sitting near her. But the worst part was how she'd literally police what everyone else ate. She once threw away my yogurt from the office fridge because dairy was contributing to animal suffering. When I confronted her about it, she just shrugged and said I should thank her for helping me make better choices. Anyway, last month was Sophie's birthday, and she made this huge deal about bringing in a cruelty-free celebration cake for everyone. She spent like 30 minutes setting it up in the break room with these little tofu flowers on top and everything. The whole office gathered around while she gave this speech about how food can bring people together without causing harm. The cake looked decent enough, but I have a severe nut allergy and Sophie used almond flour. When I politely asked what was in it, she rolled her eyes and said it was just plants, and that I was being dramatic. I explained about my allergy, and she literally laughed and said allergies were probably psychosomatic reactions to guilt about eating unethical food. I told her I couldn't eat it and grabbed an apple from the vending machine instead. Sophie's face went bright red and she started yelling about how I was disrespecting her and being deliberately difficult. She accused me of making excuses because I was too closed-minded to try vegan food. The whole office was staring. I stayed calm and just said I valued my life more than her feelings about cake. That's when Sophie completely lost it and screamed that I was a carnist bigot who was sabotaging her special day on purpose. Our manager Jake heard the commotion and came over. Sophie immediately switched to victim mode, crying about how I was bullying her and making her feel unwelcome for her lifestyle choices. She demanded that Jake force me to eat the cake or write me up for creating a hostile work environment. Jake looked confused and asked what happened. I explained about the nut allergy and Sophie interrupted, saying I was lying because I just wanted to eat murder food instead. She actually suggested that Jake search my desk for hidden animal products to prove I was being fake about the allergy. That's when Jake's expression changed. He asked Sophie if she was seriously suggesting someone fake a potentially deadly medical condition. Sophie doubled down and said most allergies weren't real anyway, and that I probably just needed to detox from animal products to cure myself. Jake sent everyone back to work and called Sophie into his office. Through the glass walls, we could see her gesturing wildly while Jake sat there looking more and more uncomfortable. 20 minutes later, Sophie stormed out, grabbed her stuff, and left. The next day, we found out Sophie had been fired. Not just for the cake thing, but because Jake looked into her other behavior after our conversation. Turns out she'd been throwing away people's lunches regularly, not just mine. She'd also been leaving graphic animal abuse pamphlets on people's desks, and had apparently told our pregnant coworker that eating meat while pregnant was child abuse. But wait, it gets worse. Sophie's fiance worked for our biggest client. When she got fired, she called him crying and told him our company was discriminating against vegans. She convinced him to file some kind of complaint, claiming we had an anti-vegan culture. Her fiance brought this up during their next meeting with us, not knowing Sophie had been fired for harassment, not her diet. When Jake explained what actually happened, the client was mortified. They ended up reconsidering their relationship with the fiance's judgment, and he lost that account.